All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Call of the Night, Season 2, Episode 8.
Oh, this is juicy.
That was a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That was dirty.
Yeah.
You had me. You had me in it.
Yeah, Anko is potentially now one of my favorite characters in the whole story now.
Like she was already very high up.
She was very high up when she got introduced, but now with the backstory and the way she's connected to Nazuna and the way Nazuna might be responsible for deaths. Oh no.
Yeah, but we don't fully know.
We don't fully know
that there's something going on with her parents and all that, and, but they still love you, or they did. Your dad did, at least at one point.
Yeah. And we're potentially going to unearth some secrets here.
And get caught.
Have some closure, or potentially have everything bust wide open.
Yep, potentially.
But also, Nico's a night teacher.
Yeah.
Night class teacher.
That's why she keeps all the other vampires in line, because she's got teacher voice. And she's just like, hey, stop it.
Teacher voice.
Don't make me put you
1,
in the corner.
2, eyes on, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Yeah. Having Ko get to find out about all this secondhand is going to be a lot. It is going to be a lot.
And the more we go through this season, the more I understand that shot in the opening where it's Nazuna and Anko facing down on a rooftop. I am so good for it. Let's go.
But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Jump into the closet like me. You know?
集中して本読んでたら聞こえなくて。お父さん帰ってるの？え？いないわね。よっす。いやー焦った。先輩、私の靴は？もしものことを考えて靴箱の奥の方に。
Sure.
Nice.
なんだその顔。
You thought of that quickly.
証拠隠滅を図る犯人じゃん。失礼な後輩だな。いやー、しかし危なかった。危なかったね。
Oh, and they're becoming best friends now. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey, well, everything's fine now, you know?
探偵といえば張り込みだ。
Fun
なんとも
3D.
都合よく父の職場の向かいに喫茶店があるとは。
Oh.
父親の浮気調査してる人間のセリフ。
Well, why wouldn't she?
Yeah.
つかぬことを聞くんだけどさ。
Huh?
浮気って。
Is this the same coffee shop her and Co went to?
I don't know.
婚というのは契約だ。ルールを破った人間は糾弾されて当然だ。
The Sherlock Holmes thing in the background there.
ただ、 私が嫌なんだ。
More vulnerable. Yeah.
結果裁判になって面倒で煩わしい未来を想像するのも。 友達を作るのが下手な私は家が家族が大好きだった。
Yeah, it's a betrayal. Yeah.
気持ちだよ。そりゃ確かに許せんな。
Ah!
先輩が嫌な思いするのは良くない。浮気してようがしてまいが、先輩の居場所を奪ったことは変わらない。取り返そう。この探偵ごっこで。
That ferocity, yeah.
私はもう。
And he's right there. Yep.
That goofy chibi ass face.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. And the lady who came in earlier, that might have been the mistress.
Right, right.
どう先輩、居心地は悪くないね。
Not bad at all. Oh.
先輩、近い席じゃないけど、角度的に下にいた方が良さそう。
No, he put his stuff on the table, so he might not be expecting to have somebody else show up.
Oh,
He put it in the other chair.
Oh.
So no, he's definitely not
Mm-hmm.
going to meet with somebody.
Yeah, maybe this is just a more fun place to work.
浮気相手は同僚ではないってことかな。先輩、楽しいね。
That pose. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
見張りを続けるぞ、ワトソン君。
Yes, yes.
私がワトソンなの？
You were always the sidekick.
進展が全くない。
He's just working.
電話を見てる。見てる？
Oh.
なんか見た後ポチポチして。
He's texting.
先輩、店を出るぞ。尾行するしかないか。
Taxi.
Taking a taxi somewhere.
But is he driving off in the direction of home?
Yeah.
Because if he's not... Yeah. Easy. What was that?
Another
Yeah.
vampire, I think.
悪い見失った。
どうしたんだこの手。
It's
車乗っちゃったから走って追いかけようとしたんだけど転んじゃってさ。
ほら手出して
Aww.
消毒くらいしないと。
it's already healed. Yeah.
まあそりゃいずれはこうなるか。
Mm-hmm.
先輩
うん
私ね
Yeah.
どうやら人間じゃないんすわ。
Huh?
人間じゃない。
吸血鬼。 大丈夫？
大丈夫に。
微妙なライン。
大丈夫ではない。人間と何が違う？
わかんない。
はじめに。
しょうがないじゃん。私人間の時のこと覚えてないし、関わりも持ってこなかったから。
You're kind of my first friend.
人間がなるのか。
最初の一人以外はそうな。
Logically speaking,
Right.
yeah.
私もなれるのか。
Yeah.
Hmm.
なりたいの？
You want to?
吸血鬼に恋をすること。
Hmm.
恋。
Mm-hmm.
ああ、じゃあ無理か。
Wow. And that
Just-
noise.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
Ruthless.
人間相手でもできないのに。
Hmm.
ましてや吸血鬼に恋なんて。
相手が私でも。
バカ言うな。
I love the way in which the banter flirting is still under the context of, yeah, but you're not interested in romance, so.
Yeah.
無断で外泊朝帰りの説明をなんてすればいいのか気が重くて仕方ないよ。
Oh.
人間も大変だな。どうだったお家は？
Amazing.
怒られた？
怒られなかったよ。
あ、そうだ。
Oh.
Hmm.
よかったじゃん。
ああ。
Is
何
it?
も言われなかった。
Oh.
They didn't even notice she'd been gone all night.
無断で朝帰りをして何にも言わないんだ。
Oh, that's a different
父さん
kind
は
of
あの後
pain.
家に帰ってこなかったらしい。母さんはそれについてだけブツブツ。
Oh, shit.
私に興味がないみたいだ。
Yeah.
ずっと胸がずっと
Oh.
話せるような友人もいない。話したってこんなこと大したことじゃない。
And this is exactly the kind of stuff that Nazuna would have been dealing with.
Uh-huh.
Because she has nobody.
苦しいんだよ。
Right, right.
一生こんな気持ちで生きてるのか。七草。
God, her voice actress is killing it.
Framing it like Nazuna isn't even there.
Uh-huh.
私はこの人に何ができる？何が？先輩、私の眷属にならないか？私に恋をしろ。そしたらずっと一緒にいてやるよ。
Oh. Oh, no. Because this is now just such a low, vulnerable place.
Uh-huh.
そんなバカな人間いる
Oh.
ないだろ。いいのか。
もちろん。
Ah, let's stack on the
Mhm.
foundation for the tragedy.
Mhm. And it doesn't work. So who wasn't in love?
You're my first, yeah. Well, I don't think the vampire needs to be in love.
誰とも関わりを持たず一人で生きて飽きたらしい。それでよかった。先輩のために何かしたいと思って。
Yeah.
うん
なんかヒリヒリする。そうか、吸血鬼って鏡に。
さ、映らないんだ。
Yep. So you're not a vampire.
なんだかすごく晴れやかな気分だ。
私も初めて目覚ましてる人間の血吸ったから。
今までどうしてたんだ？
酔っ払ってベンチで寝てる。
No wonder she's an alcoholic.
だから先輩が初めてっすよ。い
Wow.
いかなって思ったら。
Mm-hmm.
キスしてもいいか。
いや、それは
Ah!
気が向いたら。
うん。
なんだよその面。 ではまた後で
Oh, this is so sweet,
Yeah.
but so tragic. Like,
送ってってやろうか
Yeah.
すごく高いそうだろう高いだろう怖いって
Oh my god.
oh my god, yeah.
先輩本当にいいんだな当たり前だ今日の深夜2時に
Okay, now are we gonna see what happens when she goes inside?
おかえりなさい。あのね、お父さんから話があるって。
Yeah. Yeah.
今まですまなかった京子
Wait,
心を入れ替える大事にする
wait, wait.
今さら。よそで女作ってたんだろ。
でもちゃんと別れた本当に大事な
Oh.
ものを思い出した
Oh, this. Okay.
おちゃん、母さんもあなたに謝りたいの。最近ちょっと変だったでしょ。あなたのことを構ってあげら
Oh.
何があっても、きょうちゃんだけは見てないといけない
They basically
Uh-huh.
realized we have to do this for her sake.
Yeah.
And so they're owning up
今さら
Right,
言われ
and
ても
coming to her to apologize. Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
broke my heart.
Right. I learned how to get by without you.
I didn't want to feel these things. I've shut myself off to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh. But they're your mom and dad. Like,
京子
誕生日おめでとう。今日だっけ。
10月31日ハロウィンだろう急いで買ってきたんだ
Fuck.
oh.
あら。
京子は気は強いけど案外すぐ泣く子だからな
Oh.
学校の男の子と喧嘩しても家に帰るまでは我慢。
Oh, they know her so well. Yeah.
18歳おめでとう、きょうちゃん。
ありがとう
Okay, so
プレゼントは何が欲しい
何もいらないよ帰ってきてくれただけで私が前にあげたライターってどうしてる気に入らなかった
京子また違うもったいなくて
は
なくすのが
Uh huh. Yeah, it was in the desk because he just wanted to treasure it. Yeah.
使うか京子のありがとうけどなタバコの火つけるの
どうかした
いやいつもと味
Whoa.
新しいの出してみるか
Oh no. Oh no. No.
what?
No.
何やってんの気をつけなよちゃんと持っててね父さん
He's lost feeling in his extremities. Something's.
Fuck.
Oh no, he's been bitten already.
どうしたのどうしきょうちゃんあなた京子怪我してるわよ
No.
娘の顔をねえどうして私にも悪いところはあっただから全部やり直そうって
We just can't have nice things.
俺じゃない私のじゃない仕方ない仕方ない俺じゃない愛してる
God, this is a nightmare.
今まで血を飲みたいなんて思ったことないのにそうかもしれない母さんじゃあ夢だ夢ならいいか
吸血鬼
The lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
次は
this
殺
is.
さない
And that's yeah, it's his item, his
Yeah.
talisman.
Uh huh.
痛くないでもどこから夢なんだ
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
自分の部屋が欲しかったな
Holy shit. Oh my god.
いやー吸血鬼
Oh.
Uh-huh.
これって七草 七草もあの時
Because I think I might be in hell right now.
お前も血を吸って人を殺せるんだな。
Uh-huh.
そりゃ一気に致死量を吸えば。すまない、くだらん質問だったな。
Oh, and those are her dad's glasses.
私は多分吸血鬼にはなれないよ。先輩、もう一度試してみるか。
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
And that's why the dad was able to be like, oh, I've turned over a new leaf because, oh my god.
でこんなに目悪かったんだ。いやー、吸血鬼。
Yeah.
That was horrifying. Yeah. And it kind of went the way that we thought, you know?
Right, but
They baited us.
They baited us to,
yeah,
like,
with high to low. That's true despair. Because the vampire had already turned him. So it didn't matter. The vampire was kind of done with him. And that's why he was like, oh, yeah, I'll go back. Because, you know, maybe the vampire didn't come that night because he was already done, you know? And so he's like, okay, the affair's done. And so now I'll go back, you know?
Right.
I've changed. No, he hadn't. Well, he had, but, you know.
I wonder if there were any dots on his neck that we could have
seen.
noticed.
Sure.
That'd be cool to see. Like a scar.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Holy
Yo,
shit.
as far as like traumatic family, you know, backstory episodes go,
This
like,
is up there.
This goes up there with like the
Yeah.
FMAB, like Nina Alexander kind of thing there.
Yeah,
where it's like you know what's coming.
Right.
You know
It
it's going to
ended
be
the way
bad.
that we thought it would.
Yeah, and it's the vampire was the person that he was cheating
With. Uh-huh.
and we don't know who they were.
Nope.
Necessarily.
Just somebody.
Just could have been anybody.
Yep.
That's most likely the case. It's not like 100% confirmed.
I like that they didn't go for the angle of her wondering if Nazuna turned her dad or anything like that, right?
Correct.
Like she fully understands that is not the case, but she's a vampire.
Right.
You know?
She's one of them.
Right.
So
and even the whole thing of like hey, you could have killed me, you know, when you sucked my blood. It's like, well, yeah, if I drained you dry. And she's like, right, yeah, of course. That
Yeah.
like that's not even really the issue, right?
Right.
It's just I cannot stand what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so much packed into this episode in terms of exploring the character of Anko that we kind of need to like pick it apart piece by piece.
Yeah.
There's a lot in Anko that we knew before this that gets recontextualized, obviously.
Right.
But then there's some new things that we kind of got out of this episode, which was, one, she was trying to, like Ko, fall for Nazuna. Even though she was aromantic, you know, not remotely interested in anything like that, which we now have very strong evidence as to why that might have come about in a way that was not who she always was. Like
you're right.
There's some
example that she had of love in her life was awful.
Well, it was how would I say this? It wasn't that it was awful. It's that it was
tarnished.
It was it was a lie.
Yeah.
There was something about it that was inconsistent. It wasn't true.
Right. And so
in order for her to be true to herself, she can't be a part of that. Now, obviously, she probably had feelings of that nature before this because you incorporate things from your childhood in a subconscious way that it's kind of reductive to say it was one individual thing that, you know, had someone basically take on or display or choose certain aspects of themselves in that way.
And that's why it was so important to have the point where they see the dad's like kind of shrine or whatever, right? Where
yes.
No, the idea that they never loved you would be easier.
Yeah.
Right? That would make things so much easier.
That makes things, yeah, exactly.
But that's not actually what it was.
No.
And that's what makes it worse, right?
It makes it so much worse.
Because then it's they did love you.
You did actually have a good thing
and
of a sort.
And they looked at that and decided to throw it away.
Right.
Like,
right.
you know,
Yes.
like that is what happened.
Now
you know?
there's an element that Anko could have changed her perspective on that side of it by making the vampire the villain.
Sure.
Because it's what
kind of powers of, you know, over the mind of humans do you guys have exactly?
What hope did my father have against a vampire? I was hopeless against Nazuna.
Right.
I almost denied a part of myself and tried to pretend like I could find romance and love in a person because Nazuna was that convincing, that seductive, you know?
Right. Yeah. And so
yeah.
And then suddenly like the choice to have the dad promise to turn over a new leaf because the vampire's done with him.
Right.
Is so brilliant on so many levels.
Right.
Like,
So many levels.
Because you've got the high to low despair thing for Anko, right?
For sure.
So mechanically, you want to have a tragic backstory that breaks a person and makes them a bit psycho. That will do it.
Yeah,
you know?
the plot
right?
structure is sound.
The plot structure is sound.
Yes.
But on top of that, it's something where you want to have a story about like cheating and how it destroys families and things like that. The idea that dad comes home and he thinks he truly thinks that everything's fine now, right? And it's like, all right, yeah, this is it. You know, that's done. You don't have to worry about that. The hurt from that is over, right? And it's not.
No, it's not.
And it's not.
I loved how much that was punctuated as a reveal with the I always wanted my own room. Like, because it's the no, I don't want anything. I don't need love. I don't have that. There's so much in this that I feel like we need to pick it apart. Obviously, the horror of the scene itself was very strong because for a split fraction of a second, I was wondering whether or not he was having like a stroke or something. Like, like that it was some arbitrary hand of God horrible thing happens to him.
It's just he's a vampire now and he touches the thing that matters to him most.
Yeah, I thought maybe like the smoking triggered some kind of... No, it's nothing dumb like that.
Nope.
He's a vampire and this finally kicked in the moment where his blood... thirst was
kicked in,
was too much for him to stop.
And if you even want to go into it further for additional baggage to throw onto Anko's bag of cats that she's dealing with now.
Yes.
Maybe he even needed to feed because he touched the talisman and, you know, it hurt him or something. And so now it's I must, you know, replenish my strength or whatever, right? Like even besides that, it's a great way to showcase how Anko would have first started to learn about vampires, right? You know, because on some part of it, right, she's just reaching for anything, but it's like, okay, this is happening. Yeah, something weird happened when he was holding the lighter. You know, okay, I'll grab this and, you know, beat him with it. And also be beating him with the symbol of my love and affection for him that he clearly
violated.
Right?
Because that's the part that was really fun. He was lucid to a point.
Right.
He believed he was dreaming, which is such a fucked up, fun thing to do. Because to say that he's lucid, or to show, if you will, that he's lucid by the way in which he's talking, you then go, oh, wait, he's not just a vampire. He's a person not fully aware that he's a vampire, but he's actively making the choices of a vampire that needs to thirst
the instincts and all that stuff.
To drink and everything. Right. So he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, good. Oh, she hit me. Yeah, this is clearly a dream. Okay, fine, I'll continue this. Right. But there was also a part of him that was kind of shocked by the way in which his daughter fought back. And so rather than in a frenzy, which would have been even more nightmare fuel, like just crawling after her, trying to, you know. No, if anything, her resistance stunned him so much.
Right, because there is still that part of him that is... you know, reconciling the human and the vampire, right? And I like also that we get to see this because that also gives us a picture of the part of vampire stories that Call of the Night has been avoiding, which is okay, but how do you actually deal with the thirst for blood thing? Why are vampires this stuff of horrific legend and whatnot when we can have the, oh, hey, we want to fall in love and you can become a vampire and we can spend all night together.
It's been lightly touched on with the guy at the school and stuff like that. But...
And so now we actually get to see the moment of the transformation and exactly how someone's identity could be so overridden that they would do this.
Thirst, yeah.
And something as simple as, oh, yeah, they think it's a dream. You know, when did I fall asleep? I don't know. This is weird. It'll pass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's break this down. Nazuna realizes that, hey, I can do a lot to help with things here. We still have one mystery in that something collided with Nazuna on the time where she was chasing after the dad.
I think
that might have been the vampire that sired him.
Yeah.
We could maybe go frame by frame to try and see if there's anything that was, on display there. Yeah, there was another person.
Yep. Oh, and they punched her away. Yeah.
Yeah. And
which
they have a dress on.
That also kind of makes sense because it's almost like the you're going after my prey.
Yeah. Also, but hold on. The hair here is kind of long
like
and dark.
Shoulder length, sort of.
Yeah, but they're also potentially.
Yeah. So the person that I think it is, if you go back a little bit, when there's a point where someone goes into the diner that the dad goes to, and they show them, and it could totally just be background character, like not important. It's before the dad shows up. But there's that part of me that was wondering, like, maybe that's, the vampire if they were going to meet. But I guess the vampire didn't actually meet the dad there, so.
Right. What I'm guessing it is that it's hey, this is the point where he contacts her for a meetup.
Right.
I'm not seeing where...
It was like a very brief, like, totally would have worked as an establishing shot.
Oh, it was like an establishing shot for the diner.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're...
So maybe it was nothing.
They're like in the diner for a bit. I don't see anyone in the diner when it's...
Yeah, it's not too big of a deal, but...
Okay, I'm just trying to see if that person that you saw was
right,
actually like somewhat remotely looking like the...
It was someone that had brown hair that didn't quite go to their shoulders. Like adult woman, in somewhere around the 30s, But
okay, maybe that's possible. But I think the main thing I would say is that there's a decent chance that because of the way their look is,
that maybe it's one of the
it could be one of our existing
like
vampires
it's Kabura or something.
It could be Kabura or Hatsuka.
Sure.
Yeah. In terms of
and that would track, like I feel like that would make a lot of sense. We haven't gotten into the idea of other vampires in this area before. Oh, maybe it was that person that was just walking in front of the...
Yeah, I don't think it was anyone actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a person. I
right
see.
There. Yeah.
Oh, that's not even in the diner. You said they were in the diner.
Yeah, I guess they just walked in front, but...
Yeah. Okay, cool. But yeah, they protected, obviously, their sired...
Right, because they're thinking vampires going after them to feed on them, not, a teenager that's wanting to know what's going on, right?
Right. And it was extremely quick, so we're not actually capable of seeing who it was.
Just a generally female shape.
Yeah. But, okay, so Nazuna basically is like, all right, I'm Watson, you're Holmes. Let's figure this out.
Yep.
She gives the Genki, like, then let's ferociously go after him. And he ruined your home and everything, and let's do what we can here. And there's an element of where Nazuna, in the vulnerable moment where Anko breaks down and kind of is like, I don't know what to do here. The offer of the vampire turning... I want to basically add this into the context of Anko's then hatred of vampires later, is that she was in such a low, vulnerable place here that rather than empathize and like bring a human connection to this here, she tries to fix the problem with a cold, almost inhuman response that does wake her up from the emotion of the whole thing and kind of injects some levity and humor into it.
Right.
But if you think about it, not in that context of comedy and breaking the negative spiral, it's predatory.
Oh, sure.
Like, it's absolutely under a context. It could be seen as that. You know?
And I fully believe that Nazuna did not mean it that way. And I fully believe that Anko would know that Nazuna didn't mean it that way.
Well, but here's the thing:
she's still a vampire.
Well,
so her dad wasn't thinking much of it when he fed on her mom.
Thank you.
Right?
The idea that Nazuna might not have been consciously thinking about that, but the idea that Anko, who's very smart already at 17 years old and what have you, could infer that Nazuna did this in a reflexive,
as a result
almost
of her
instinctual way,
instincts.
because of her vampire instincts of this is a person that is a vulnerable, weak person that I could credit upon.
And so therefore, I fundamentally cannot trust this person. I must get away from them.
Yeah,
because of XYZ. Right.
One of the things that I compare this to, because this is something that Call of the Night has done in a really cool way, is they've taken fantastical set dressing and kind of narrative elements to then apply them to real world relationship and mental health and emotional health situations. And this is one where I think I see a connective point here that's rather fun, is that Anko is the person that basically needed not just a friend, but also professional help, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, she needs basically someone to intercede for her on behalf so that she can have a barrier between her and her parents. So that, one, we have the connection of the shared family space. So she needs protection and safety and boundaries.
She needs physical and emotional distance.
But she also needs to actually approach and confront them directly so that she can have closure. Now, she does not have the energy to do that, so what she needs is another person to basically start the moment in that regard. Basically, it'd be like the equivalent of going to someone with an intervention with a third party that comes in and goes, hey, you guys have not been looking out for her. When she becomes an adult, literally very soon, she's going to take steps to change this situation here. And we're going to help her and provide her resources in that regard. But instead of that, the person falls in love with her and basically says, hey, let's start a little thing here. Well, which opens her up to more potential vulnerabilities and hurt.
Right. Because and I could see the ways in which this could still end up being good. Because effectively it's the before any talk and an intervention happens or whatever, the person is bleeding on the ground emotionally. You tend to the immediate,
which is what she did. Right? She embraced She embraced Anko and held her,
and we also understand where that's coming from, because even though Anko doesn't necessarily get this, because Nazuna hasn't opened up about her whole existence as a vampire and what that's been like. This is something that Nazuna has been feeling, even if she can't articulate it. And so she is able to recognize it, and therefore she's like, yes, what I have wanted is to not be alone. Here is someone who feels, oh my God, so alone.
And so it's the promise of I'll be with you forever.
And so I will be with you, right? And fantastic, awesome. Literally, if not for the fact that, Dad got turned into a vampire and all that stuff, everything could have been fine.
Everything could have been great. Now, I'm not saying it because Vampire Dad ended up eating Mom and attacking Anko. It's because he literally turned into a vampire specifically. If he had turned into a werewolf... But literally, that's the difference, though, is that if he had turned into a werewolf and attacked them...
Then it'd be like,
completely different
all right, turn
scenario.
me into a vampire and we'll go and hunt werewolves, right?
And we could have had Van Holmes Helsing,
and it would have been a completely different anime, and it would have been awesome.
It would have been fantastic. But because this is too close, and this is a moment of intimacy that was violated, it follows through that
the moment of intimacy with Nazuna cannot be trusted, and it will be violated, and so therefore, exactly, right.
There's something so beautiful and tragic about the ways in which love stories inherently bring about a form of pain that is almost like sadistically sweet. Like it's the
Sure,
because there's so much closeness and so much connectedness, the pain is instantly transmitted. The struggle is instantly two persons struggle.
Yeah,
if one person struggles, the other does. If one person feels pain, the other feels pain. There's this interwoven
two hearts connecting.
Yes,
is a wonderful and beautiful thing. Also, it is a collision.
yes.
You know, like
it follows that the two objects will have friction.
Yeah,
because
there's
stuff
right,
going
and
on.
hopefully it is as gentle of a docking as possible. You know,
docking, I love it. Yes,
but at the end of the day, that there is still some forces that are being applied. You know. Even in the best of cases, in your most vulnerable place, right?
I wanted to bring up also something that's a bit of a comedic line to add context to Anko being informed about the ways in which Nazuna is a vampire that needs to do this and is doing this in a way that is a violation of other people by the nature of her being a vampire. So it's not something of where Nazuna was a special vampire that did things with me in a special way, and thus that colors all of her character. It's what was a silly thing when she told it to me now gets recontextualized again to being this is the creature. This is what she is. She's a monster. She says, oh, by the way, how do you drink like normally? It's like, well, I just take sips from drunks passed out on benches. And she has this like, what? Like you're the first person I did it to someone when they were awake. And it's wait, so you non-consensually go around like biting people's necks. And
she's like, don't worry, I use protection. There are literally no feelings involved.
Right. And that's I didn't want to turn anyone, you know.
That'd be a hassle. Yeah.
And what kind of seems like something that's like, oh God, that's like a lot. It's kind of gross and stuff. And then she's like, well, that's why, I wanted you to be my first and all that. You're my first. And it's okay.
Right.
Yeah. But we kind of go past the problematic side of this, which is that, well, okay, gotcha. But with me, it's safe, it's special, it's trusted. Sure. So therefore, all the issues I could have with someone being a vampire, it's not a big deal. I'm thinking of abandoning this world of humans anyway. So that's kind of the situation I'm going to be in soon anyway.
And yet I will say, if you end up turning into a vampire, that does sound like the most moral way to go about doing it, like
I'm not going to debate that in the slightest bit. I'm just trying to bring this up as if we look at what's been added in this episode, there is an element of power and vulnerability and a broken trust that then colors over what were originally beautifully sweet, intimate moments of vulnerability between the two of them, because it's the reminder of she's a monster, meaning that she's not human. 2, she has complete and total power over you at any moment. There's nothing you can do to stop that in any obvious way.
Right.
All the moments of where she then bites, sucks you, takes you up into the air and flies with you. All those moments become terrifying moments because it's right.
And it's the skewed perspective that they are very on the nose with, literally in multiple ways, because she literally puts on the glasses that rest on the nose.
Yes.
And now
we'll get to that.
Her trauma is literal, and she views the world differently from this point forward. Right. And so even if they're, the more gracious, understanding interpretation of those events is not there anymore.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah, shit. Now, I want to talk about the vulnerability of sorts that the parents give here, and how this is another example of it being violated, because Anko eventually, probably as an adult, figures out what was really going on here.
Sure.
Because this is a traumatic moment where she doesn't have the faculties to
she
think about logically
experiencing
what happened in her dad's mind that brought him to this place here.
Yep.
Because we can think about it mechanically because we're distant from the story. We're not the people that just got traumatized. I mean, that was pretty emotionally intense, but Dad got basically let go because he was truly a vampire at this point.
Right.
He then comes back home because yes, he does remember what's important, but also
he doesn't have the affair anymore.
He doesn't have the affair anymore.
Yeah.
So actually what he's trying to do is try and be like,
sweep it under the rug.
I'm going to sweep it under the rug. This is all not really a thing anymore.
Yeah. Circumstances changed.
Circumstances changed. But also, rather than potentially setting up his own kind of boundaries and set up for how to protect his family from himself.
Or show them over time that actually has changed.
Right.
Yeah.
He immediately, obviously we cut really quickly through some time.
We don't know the conversation that he had with mom or whatever.
Well, I was going to say also the gap in time between I am turning over a new leaf and it being Halloween and I'm giving her the birthday cake. Like, that was a time skip right there.
I had a much worse interpretation where it's just he literally is thinking about it, and so he's using the birthday as a way to get back in the good graces.
Okay.
You know, and so him and mom had the conversation or whatever, right? And so then it's just, oh, by the way, I picked this up on the way back. But okay, I guess
it was a full fade to black.
Yeah.
And then it pops up with this here.
Yeah, different time.
Now, the way she kind of goes like, wait, what? It's kind of something where it's like, yes, this could be the same day. I think that if they wanted to showcase 100% to the audience that this is the same day,
they could
have done it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now she does say, is that today? How can you forget what's on Halloween? Maybe that means that, but I took this as there being a... Yeah, so if you think of it as being that it's the same day...
No, having looked at it again, I think that totally makes sense for it to have potentially been another day. I think both work, but like there doesn't have to be like a canonically correct way to view it from the episode. I'm sure there actually is with like the manga.
Yeah, you guys can inform us about this, but my reason why this is important is because let's assume it's X number of days since he comes back, right?
Yeah, not too long after, but
it's sometime after.
Yeah.
This is time in which he could have been trying to prepare himself to be ready for the vampire aspect stuff, like there, right? But remember what happens and what is necessary in order to become a vampire.
You have to like the person.
You have to have fallen in love with them. So when he comes back...
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
He has already fallen in love with another woman. Not his wife.
Oh, yeah,
Not Anko's mother. And then turns into a vampire fully at some point, kind of either before him coming back, because it's the turning into a vampire, but then having the thirst takes a while to fully kick in.
Yeah.
That's probably it. But it also could be that it's he was turning into a vampire over the course of that time. Meaning he's in love while coming back home and saying, I'm turning over a new leaf.
Sure. Yeah.
That makes it just a little bit worse, in my opinion. So it's the lie, the violation, the betrayal. It's even more so.
Oh, yes. Well, and with what we've established about vampires and what it takes to actually become one, you don't just mistakenly... oh, I'm too attracted to this person and therefore I become a vampire, right? Like the vampire got him fully and he would have known that. Not that he knows that he became a vampire, right? But he knows that it's entirely this person. And so him coming back is effectively seeking to medicate his own, emotions from being dumped by his mistress by doing all of this for his family.
Yeah, now this is I feel like this is a likely interpretation. It is, again, not 100% confirmed, but the
road work is all there.
The road work is all there, and we're doing this for the sake of showcasing how Anko became this way. The father is not the center point of the story here.
Right.
Anko is. So having her then take all this in over the course of the decade, probably.
Exactly, where she ruminates on it and spins on it and everything. Yep.
There is so much for her to have chewed on to build into her, not madness, but
to stoke the flames of her hatred for vampires.
Hatred for vampires.
She hates them. It is a fundamental aspect of what they are that she despises and cannot abide.
And also, it's a very clear personal one-to-one vengeance desire in that what she's doing by hunting down these vampires specifically is that these are the ones that are in the area that are in this place.
I don't know which one.
I don't know which one it was, but one of them ruined my family and my life.
Right. And the only one that I know it wasn't
is probably Nazuna. Yeah.
But you're still a vampire, so.
But you're still a vampire.
You know. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Okay. So, obviously, Anko's a phenomenal character, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like an incredible character. But let's think of how many objects and things in which she's kind of interwoven with the story through. She's like Ko in that she's someone who fell in love with Nazuna.
Mm-hmm. Wanted to become a vampire. And struggles with understanding love and everything for the purpose of becoming a vampire.
Exactly.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And ended up, through no fault of Nazuna's, none at all, ended up getting horrifically burned, pun not intended, by this whole situation here.
Right.
Ko has been warned over and over and over and over again through the story that it's not just that Nazuna is a vampire and this is not supposed to be this way and you're trying to do the impossible and all that, but just you're playing with fire. Like this is not going to go well for you. How much more so will Anko have fuel to be like, oh, and why she pokes at their relationship as well.
Absolutely.
Because of what we know.
Right. Yes.
Of her through this backstory.
Which also is a fun way to showcase how, again, with the thing of like the lighter and that being the object that's so close to him. Yeah, the talisman and all that stuff. But then also with her connection with Nazuna to then be able to recognize those aspects of Ko that are like that and to be able to call them out so quickly. Had she already been researching him? Yeah. But, it's also I've been there, and so I can see it, I can smell it, I can call it out, I can, right? Like, I know all of those insecurities that you haven't even thought about yet, right? Like, and so let's just list them off,
Oh my God. Yeah, as far as an antagonist's why, this is a classic one, but it is so damn effective. Because of the way in which Nazuna has indirectly, I was saying indirectly is a part of it.
Okay.
And a lot of it is the intimacy. And there's something to be said about the way in which when we are intimate with a person, there is a really important and nuanced catch-22 in that you are both separate people and you're not responsible for that person.
Nope.
But you do bear some measure of weight of care for that person.
You are giving a part of yourselves to each other. And that is something that needs to be safeguarded and taken very seriously.
Right. And obviously there's different levels of relationship and intimacy.
Yeah.
And this is not some universal, unilateral, just
each relationship is different, even outside of romance.
Right, absolutely. But if we desire to have love and connection with other people, there is a required amount of
buy-in.
I was just gonna say severity and weight to it, that you give it actual care and attention.
Right. It is an ipso facto, fundamental, you must, because otherwise you are not actually getting anything, right? Like that's
that too.
Vulnerability is special because you can get hurt, right? It's, and it might feel like a chicken or the egg, like, are you really saying much? But it's but really, that's what it is,
Yeah. And this story has been about the ways in which vulnerability and boundaries kind of have a soft gray line between the two of them,
and just how long it maybe takes to truly dock with another person.
Yeah.
You might think that you're at the point where you're in love, Ko. No, you're not actually. There's actually so much more that is still happening, right? And so don't get discouraged. But this is a process that has begun.
Thing that takes time.
It is not a thing that's suddenly done.
No. I think probably one of my favorite things, having, reached just wonderful stage in my relationship with my wife and stuff, is that there's so many times you just wake up and you just look at progress and milestone you are at in the journey
Sure,
with this person.
yeah.
And you realize that
Wow.
there's so much time more ahead.
Sure.
How much more can I celebrate the time that's been and the time that's to come?
Goddamn, I'm lucky.
Like,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the I'm lucky, but also, whoa, we both built this. We both took effort and vulnerability and time, and
Yep.
we intermingled with each other's vulnerabilities and boundaries and emotions and everything to establish something. And while it is so beautiful and strong and powerful, you can also see the not the fragile aspect of it, but the way in which it's tender and soft still. It's still mutable and it grows and it shifts and it's so wonderful. And so the way that this anime is exploring like a surface level of different aspects of that through these different relationships is just...
And because we're dealing with the antagonist, we're showing the ways in which it can go horribly
wrong.
Yeah.
Because we saw some of the ways in which it can be
It can
taken
go very
advantage of
okay.
in like a short-term sense with some of the other like one-off stories and stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
those all got, those all got reconciled relatively quickly for the sake of having an episodic narrative and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is one where we've put the onus on Ko, if you will, to have some self-awareness to go, wait a minute, I'm like her. Like, I think because he's literally being exposited the backstory of the girl he's in love with right now, or he thinks he's in love with, or he's feeling wants to be in love with and all that.
Yeah.
He can very, very much have his wisdom, the knowledge
gears
and
in his
experience.
head will be turning.
Gears in his head will be turning to be like, wait a minute, I'm in a unique position to actually help Anko here.
And
now, I do not think she's anywhere near in a place to receive anything some dumb kid is going to tell her.
And that is not your responsibility. But one of the defining characteristics of Anko up until now has been specifically how she talks down to Ko, right? Probably because she's like, no, I've been where you are, kid, right? But the thing is, he is still a different person. And so that is something where at the very least you will be able to punch back.
You'll be able to reach past her defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's not going to be some one-sided thing, right?
Correct.
She does not have all the cards. She's just been, thinking about this for a very long time.
God.
Yeah.
But it's so cool to have protagonists and antagonists that are dark mirrors of each other, but are also further along or less along in their journey than the other, that you can then have that,
Anko,
don't really know what you're talking about moment.
Yeah. Because a lot of the times I feel like with the best antagonists, when they are urging the protagonist to stop, they're effectively pushing their own trauma often on the protagonist, right? Especially if there's a parallel between the two.
Oh God, yeah. Some of my favorite antagonists in anime fiction are very much doing that.
That does not mean that is a bad thing, like narratively or whatever. No, it's fantastic, right?
No. It's a great bedrock foundation for other things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they can absolutely have a bunch of great points. The thing is, Anko is kind of ignoring the fact that Ko actually has more experience than you with this. Like, he's younger than you. He has not thought about all the ramifications. God, no. But he actually has more experience with this because you had something traumatic happen that understandably made you cut yourself off from all that. Are there good reasons for it? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Are they things that Ko is not considering? Absolutely. But there's also some things that he will maybe know that you won't.
Yeah.
Things that you turn a blind eye to because you cannot bear to look at it.
Yeah, and let's talk about that. The reveal of all the three kind of big things for Anko this episode. The lighter was used to kill her father.
Yep.
One, I love that we didn't see that really. We saw a punch with it.
Yeah.
But there's not really anything there. She takes her dad's glasses and has been wearing them potentially even this whole time. She might have gotten different lenses eventually.
But I think
there's a reason why her eyes have had that like weird kind of blurred kind of thing there. Like her eyes are hurting from the looking through the wrong lenses. So her eyesight got probably fucked up over time.
On top of the
Well, right. But what happens when you wear glasses with the wrong lenses with it? Your eyes will eventually start to adjust
Unless
towards
it's
that.
just that too much, you know?
No,
Right?
totally. But what probably has happened is that it's left her somewhere in the middle, where she's not. She doesn't have her father's vision or hers anymore. It's somewhere fucked up in the middle. Now.
Well, right, and that just continues to add to the poetry of it.
Yes,
where it's
thank
like,
you. Yes.
You know, she has, been enabled to see a perspective of reality that is not necessarily untrue. It's different, but it's
colored with.
it is far from neutral, and she knows it is.
Well, right, but
She
she's not
puts the
going to.
glasses on anyway.
Yeah, she's not going to let herself though
Right.
do with that because she's held on to them for this long.
Yeah.
But then also I always wanted my own room. Now, I love that so much because what she was basically saying is that I never had the capacity to confront you about the ways in which your problem, your shit, your dealing things adversely affected me.
Right.
One of the things that is one of the most common, I would say, type of childhood traumas is not that they were, beaten or, had something horrifically violent done to them, but that things that they were not ready to handle happened proximally around them over and over and over again.
Sure.
And they were not given the space to basically be away from it.
Right.
That is not just common. That's like categorically the main one that probably happens.
And
It's
one of the things that's bizarre about it is that when you think about a parent's role in protecting their child,
yes.
they will often think of that specifically,
Yes.
right? That they want to keep all the shit of the world
Yes.
at bay so that way their child can grow up in relative safety and eventually be able to deal with it when they're, strong enough to handle it.
It makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Right. And yet, when that becomes a problem, it is very often at the fault of the parents for not
putting boundaries up.
putting boundaries up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's so good in that what she was basically saying is all I wanted was for you to set some damn boundaries.
Right.
And you can't do that.
Right. But guess what? Now that you both are dead, I got my room.
Yeah.
And I'll bet she is staying in that room. Like, I'll
what
bet
you mean
she's
the house? The
house,
apartment or what have you?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very likely.
Uh-huh.
Now, what's fun about this as well is she doesn't have any friends.
Nope.
So there wasn't anybody necessarily who was going to go check up on them.
Mm-hmm. She's 18 now, so
the father worked at a corporation, at some business of some kind. So
sure.
At the very least, he probably just ended up getting fired because he went no contact. And nobody cares enough to necessarily investigate the place there.
Sure, and maybe it does end up getting discovered that they're dead, and it's oh shit, there was an affair, and husband and wife killed each other.
Well, right. I was just gonna say that she's 18.
Mm-hmm.
She probably found a way to dispose of the bodies. She probably found a way to basically take over everything that they have here.
Yep.
And so, because of that, she could probably set it up in such a way that no one would look too closely about what actually happened. And thus, it's not something where a lot of these stories ended up happening where the child basically lose their parents and they get thrown into an orphanage or some kind of thing, what have you. This is not a 10-year-old. This is an 18-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably solved most of the issues in all this
or at the very least, she handled this all by herself.
She handled it all by herself. Yes,
this
exactly.
Entire time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm more of picking the point that I think she successfully handled it all.
Oh, absolutely.
Rather than it being something of where,
Yeah, say whatever you want about Anko and the way she is absolutely damaged as a person. She is competent.
Mm-hmm. Very competent.
So, yeah.
So
Fun
now
stuff.
she shows up and is like, hey,
vampire.
you guys looking at my old place or maybe my current place or what have you?
Oh, gotcha. I wasn't even thinking of that as a present thing. I was just thinking as a recontextualization from when she showed up in season 1.
Oh, so that's... Oh, was that the point when they showed up?
It might have been present time. That was what I thought, but it totally could have been present time.
This does look like it is the area that they were walking in.
Yeah.
It's just the angle doesn't show the house in the background, so we're looking potentially away from it.
Yeah, like in down the street and all that.
So yeah, this could be the next episode we're confronting,
Yeah.
Anko. But
Oh, boy.
oh my god,
Oh,
great
boy, oh, boy.
episode. Gave us so much to talk about.
Yep.
But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there. All this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.